Hi, this is Massage Therapy on Reddit, and I am your host, Elizabeth McIrvin. I am a massage therapist, but I am also a writer and comedian in Hollywood, California. So, I am the perfect person to dissect these crazy Reddit stories and give some perspective on the massage industry, an industry that is so often misunderstood. Okay, so this story that I'm seeing is from just 6 days ago, and the title kind of caught me a little bit, and then it says venting underneath, so that kind of caught me a little bit like Elizabeth. Yeah, I love a good vent. I love a good vent, so let's get into it. Why do clients do this, and how do I stop letting it upset me so much? I recently got a very negative review from a client, and it has left me absolutely spiraling, as this isn't the first time that a review like this has been given to me in my 5 years of experience. My pressure was apparently lacking. Did they ask me to increase my pressure? No. Did they say it was good when I specifically asked them how the pressure felt so far? Yes. Did they give me an answer when I asked if there was any areas that they would like me to avoid? No. Did they still complain that they didn't want me to touch their head and face? They sure did. I don't know how much I can improve my intake and communication skills when it truly seems like clients expect us to read their minds. I don't understand why clients don't just tell us the things that they want or don't want, only to go and leave all these unspoken complaints and reviews that affect our business. It frustrates and upsets me so much. As an autistic massage therapist, I typically don't get negative reviews, but when I do, it gets me overthinking about all the other things I could have possibly missed and how many clients silently left unhappy that I had no awareness of, and it makes me increasingly distrustful and resentful of people. I feel like I will never be as good of a massage therapist as I could be because of my autism, because I'm so confused about how much of a mind game client communication feels like. Anyway, thanks for letting me vent here. I hope all of you are having a great day or night. Let's just get into the comments real quick and then I'll say something about it. So, one of the top comments is real talk. There are people out there who will simply lie after the fact to try to get their money back and just run through all the therapists in town getting free massages. Somebody replied to that and said, yes, in the service industry, there are always people who you just can't please. It is what it is. Had many of these folks that just want to be upset. Gotta let it roll off your back sometimes. Once I had a guy gush it was the best massage he ever had, tried to get me to work for his own company. I said, oh, that's kind of you, but no thank you, I'm happy here. Later, he wrote a shit review and complained to my boss that the whole massage hurt, he was injured, and my oil smelled rancid. Yeah, okay, bud, dodged the bullet, and I couldn't care less. The massage therapist said, we once had someone go through all of our 15 massage therapists and complained about every single one. Full Goldilocks syndrome. Not enough pressure, too much pressure, didn't do any stretching, didn't ask, spent the whole time stretching, wanted trigger point therapy. Therapist didn't do enough gliding strokes, did or didn't work areas, spent too much or too little time in certain areas. She would spend every massage complaining about her previous therapist. Every time the front desk added a note to their account with their complaints and not to book them with ex-therapist. Finally, the manager told her that there was no more therapist available and that they would cancel her yearly membership early as a courtesy. Lo and behold, she suddenly was okay with me and a few other therapists. Thank God the manager held firm and still canceled her account. The funny thing was that after the first few, they stopped compensating or giving her freebies, but she still kept coming. So I think she was genuinely just a miserable person. We fully expected her to leave a nasty review, but surprisingly, she never did. Another massage therapist says, ha, Goldilocks syndrome is the best term I have heard for such behavior. It sucks that the worst people do this and still get comps and freebies, discounts, etc. That's why they do it. I'm glad your boss stood their ground and stopped rewarding their behavior. People keep getting goodies and compensation rather than consequences. It's just childish tantrums that they learn over their life that they get rewarded for it. I respect your boss for having respect for your team. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit, huh? I have a few situations that come to mind as I was reading all of that. The first thing that came to mind is yeah, I definitely had some clients like this in the past early on in my career. And in fact, I actually think that people like this often target places where there are a lot of massage therapists working, kind of like a franchise, Massage Envy, The Now, Massage Heights. Um, there's many others I can't even think, and I've interviewed at so many. But anyways, yeah, they kind of know that some of those places are high turnover rates, so there is always kind of a new massage therapist. And those places, because they're corporate-y, often they do give the goodies and the freebies, more than if it was just like, an individual business, like a chiropractor's office where there's like maybe just 3 to 5 massage therapists working or something like that. I think that this would be a lot less likely there. I mean, just from personal experience, like I've had the worst treatment from clients at franchises. So, like I said, I think because there's a sense of, just like fucking capitalism, man. Like it takes out the healing, it takes out the personability about it. Even when I worked at the Now, it's not like you can even talk to clients and build up a clientele or build up like a relationship with specific clients and have people coming to see you regularly. Like sure, there would be regulars, there would be people who like of course really like the massage of somebody and they'll keep coming back. But because it was all curtains and not actual walls, of course everybody could hear everybody, and there was just loud wave sounds playing in the whole space, then yeah, like it was impossible to talk, like I said. But not impossible for clients to complain, that's for sure. Yeah, I had one guy, just a normal man in his late 30s, and never had him before, and I was just doing like medium pressure or something like that, and he was like, maybe 15 minutes in, I feel like you're just pressing bone against bone. I think maybe I was using my elbow in certain areas because he had asked for deep tissue and I was digging in knotted up areas, definitely not pressing on his bones, even though he said it feels like bone to bone. But he basically said, like, I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. I don't like what you're doing at all. And I want another massage therapist. Go get another massage therapist to come in here and finish the massage. And I'm like, sir, that's not how this is going to work. Like I'm ending the massage now and you're going up front. And he like way backtracked everything that he said immediately. He was like, what? Like, there's not a massage therapist who could come in here? No, everybody has appointments. Everybody is in an appointment. This is not that kind of place. If you have an appointment, that's your appointment. There's no massage therapist sitting around that's going to come in here and finish the massage. I don't know what fucking place he's ever been to like that. I've literally never had anybody say that to me again or before him. That was so weird. So then, yeah, obviously I was like, I'm ending the massage now. And he's like, oh, well, if you're the only one that can do it, then I don't want to end it. And I'm like, okay, well, you just said it feels terrible. And like, I'm pressing bone to bone and you want somebody else to come in here. You just said all that. So I'm not going to continue the massage anymore because now I'm uncomfortable. He just like fucking rolled his eyes and like scoffed at me, So anyways, yeah, I ended the appointment and yeah, to see his shocked little face, hilarious. Yeah, because once I'm uncomfortable, I do not continue, even if it's not, and I talked about this at length from the last episode, so don't let me go on. But yeah, there's so many ways that clients can make you feel uncomfortable that is not sexual. If somebody tries to play these power dynamic games and they're really complaining that much, like if they say at least 2 times in a massage that they are not having a good massage and they're not liking what I'm doing, I'm ending it. I'm not going to continue giving you something you're not going to fucking like. And then they know they're not going to come back to me because they know I'm not like a rug they can fucking step on and still get a massage, So yeah, I would say if you're massaging somebody like this, like OP talked about, where they're really picky and they're making you uncomfortable and stuff like that. Well, like she said, they also really didn't speak up. So that's the other thing is there are people who don't speak up for a number of reasons. I mean, there are even times when I get massages that I have to tell myself, Liz, you can speak up. It's not that big of a deal. Like, just freaking say something. I don't know why. It's like an issue. I've never had a massage therapist get mad for asking for something, and nor have I gotten mad for a client asking for something. So I don't know why people have this inclination, but I understand it very well. Yeah, and then the other thing that came to mind, oh my gosh, this fucking guy, dude. Oh my fucking God. It was at a chiropractor's office. Ironically enough, I just said it doesn't really happen there. But it was weird because he was like nice but not nice at the same time. So it was a little complicated. The only similarity with OP's story is the fact that he went through every therapist and every therapist said they didn't want to massage him anymore. And so finally, after me being the last one, the manager had to explain to him over the phone. So this is the thing is he was like a little creepy, a little quiet, never did anything, but like did not have, normal personable interactions. Hi, my name is Edward. Like looking me in the eye. Hi, my name is Edward. I have shoulder pain. It was just like looking down at the ground. And, I understand like people are on the spectrum. Of course, after massaging over 7,000 people, yes, I have massaged people on the spectrum. But I think massage therapists know what I might mean by this when I say that, like, sometimes when somebody doesn't look you in the eyes, you can tell if it's social awkwardness or if it's like a shame, guilt, uncomfortability because they are thinking some type of way about the massage. They're planning to do something. They're thinking about maybe doing something, like you can tell the difference. I've met a lot of awkward kids, like college kids, who come in from like their messed up backs from carrying books and stuff like that. They're hella awkward. They don't look me in the eye, but like it's not because it's not in that way. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm just explaining why the massage therapists were uncomfortable with him. But the main reason, and something I went and linked that last episode is going to be repeating topics, but all from different perspectives, is he did not tip at all. And when he did, it was only $5. And this is like a place in Hollywood in a super nice neighborhood, there are celebrities who are coming into this office. And like we've talked about before, like everybody's financial situations are different. I never look down on somebody for not tipping, but like, come on, like we know, like I get young women who clearly like work in the service industry or like work some type of job where they might be getting paid minimum wage and they still tip me. There are days where like I'm broke as fuck. And like, I still tip, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things of like, and it would be totally different. Like if I had a client come to me and be like, look, I want to come to you on a regular basis, but like, I'm just so strapped for money. All I can afford is like a $5 or $10 tip. And like, I'm just checking, like, is that cool with you? Like, I want to be a regular client, but like, this is where I'm at, right? I'd be like, girl, of course. Like, thank you for telling me. That's no worries at all. Like, I appreciate you. Like, I would appreciate that. But anyways, needless to say, it just felt like a guy being cheap. And, he did ask for a lot of deep tissue and he did ask for a lot of work, so I think just like with the creepiness combined with the not tipping, people are like, I'm not interested in you as a client. And this was like a practice where massage therapists had a lot of control over their clients and like they would attract the kind of clients that they would want on a regular basis kind of thing, which is what I love and what I think everybody should do. But anyways, we're going to move on to the second story now because my mouth is getting dry. Okay. This was posted 2 hours ago. I always love doing a news story so we can see what's the hippity hap, what's the news. Okay. So this person says, holding the heaviness, posted Holding the heaviness, posted 2 hours ago. These times are tough. My clients are feeling it. I'm feeling it. I just want to talk to other folks who understand. I have a chatty clientele. I live adjacent to a major liberal city, and my spa attracts a mostly leftist clientele. We are witchy and weird, she says in parentheses. I'm assuming it's a woman because she said witchy and weird, and that is my signal for woman. And then she says, and a man is hard to keep conversation light and relaxing. A regular client disappeared for a while and then came back in with new wrist scars. I don't want to say anything verbally. He's a well-to-do white man in his 50s. There aren't resources I can point him to he doesn't already have access to, but I just try to express extra care and nurturing on the table. I find myself wanting to say something or tell someone, but who? I have an elderly client who has canceled an upcoming appointment and I just feel worried for her, but I don't think it's appropriate to check in just yet. Like, I know these clients and transference is real, but I fucking care and I don't want to stop caring. It's one of the things that makes me a great LMT. I am trying to tread water and not tailspin in my everyday life, trying to hold a container for healing and others and co-regulate through soothing massage sessions, but sometimes I just want to weep or scream right along with my clients. Me too, girl. Me too. I mean, I definitely have regular clients for sure that I see on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and we it's just kind of that thing that you suss out when you start to have regular clients of like who you can talk to openly, who you can say stuff about politics to, and just be like, damn, like, do you know what's going on in the news right now? Of course, we're not going into details and talking about like crazy dark shit by any means, because that would be stressful for me as well. But definitely, yeah, being like, the Epstein files came out, they're traumatizing. It's been upsetting me and I've been crying, my client said, and I'm like, yeah, me too. It's very fucking upsetting. I've been crying for days. I've been depressed, so it's just like, yeah. And then specifically what she was talking about with the client, I've seen that too. And with somebody young, and it just broke my heart. Oh my God, it breaks my heart. I've seen it on some women's legs sometimes as well. Oh man, as a massage therapist, I feel like that is something we do see, that might, obviously they are able to hide with their workplaces or their family members or whoever they're dating. But yeah, because we're seeing them in a different light. Yeah, but it's honestly one of those things, I feel like that's a hard boundary. There's just something about like suicide and death, like it's just so touchy and people feel so many different ways about it. And, you never know the details and like how traumatizing it was for them. Like, maybe they even had an attempt, to their life, and maybe it was like the most traumatizing thing they've ever been through, and they're just getting through it, and you saying something about it is reminding it during the massage when they are trying to be relaxed, and probably take a moment not to think about it for once. Yeah, I feel there's never been a time where I've seen that and I felt like it was appropriate to talk to somebody about it. I don't know, maybe the comments will disagree with me. But yes, I totally agree. I think all of this stuff makes awesome LMTs to care about your clients. I had a lot of elderly clients at this one chiropractic office I used to work to. It attracted a lot of 70-year-olds. And I have this regular client who's in her late 70s. And, every time she doesn't call, I'm just like, oh man, I hope she's doing okay. And I will be sad if I stop hearing from her. I will definitely be super sad. Oh, it's just a part of treating people for a long time, I suppose. Doctors, chiropractors, I'm sure people go through that just like we do. Let's see the comments. Same. It's really hard to tell my clients things that, to be honest, I need to hear, and it's only me saying it to me. LOL, hang in there. It's good to care. It's also good to keep boundaries strong. I'm definitely seeing a change in everyone's mental health. The government of ours has gone mad. Oh, this government of ours has gone mad. Yes, definitely has. And I've been saying that too. I've been saying that for weeks. I've been saying that for months, that like I can feel the PTSD in people's shoulders. Like, it's really taking me back to when I first started doing massages on people after the pandemic, and people's backs being the most fucked up I have ever felt in my years and years of doing it. I feel like we're definitely going back to that. It's bad. Okay, I'll read this one comment. 52 minutes ago. Man, this hits hard. I'm in a similar situation, but in a very red area. Most of my clients are just plain struggling. I am at the high point of their day, week, month, because everyone is so desperate for some type of relief, which can be a wonderful thing, but it makes me feel responsible for alleviating or lessening their pain or stress when it makes me overwhelmed by making their problems my own. They're spending their hard-earned money on me, and I want to make sure that they feel like it was worth it. I make a point to hold space for everyone that I encounter and make sure that they feel safe and seen, which I think is just an important part of humanity, but especially in our line of work. But I have slowly learned that is my limit. I can't control things outside of my own control. When they leave my table, I absolutely resolve myself of responsibility to them. I can care about their well-being without taking that mental load of it all. The care continues, but the anxiety doesn't. It's something that I will still struggle with, but I'm getting better. I have a sign in my treatment room that says where they put their belongings. Set down those heavy things you are carrying. You don't need them here. Oh my God, that's gonna make me fucking cry. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't get that from my room. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking tearing up. Oh my God, I love that. And on the other side, it says, I hope your heavy things are easier to carry. That I flip as I leave the room. Oh my fucking God, bitch. You're a fucking cool bitch, man. Oh my gosh, that is just lovely. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, everybody should do that. Everyone that walks through my door gets my complete attention and intention to help them feel better. They deserve that, but I can't hold a space for everyone all the time. So when their massage ends, I shake it off and I try to reset myself for the next one. Some days are easier than others. The more I'm stressed, the harder it is to separate how I feel and how they feel. Be kind to yourself as we navigate through a world and so much chaos and suffering while we try to relieve the pain. Preach it, sister. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hope some regular clients think that sometimes. I would hope so, that like we go through just as much stress as them and then try to make everybody feel better on top of it. So like if your massage maybe is like 10 or 20% less awesome than it usually is, you know, your massage therapist is probably just having a really fucking hard day like everybody else. Oh man, that hits me hard. Okay, well, I think that's a perfect spot to end it. I have tears flowing and I need water. So there you go. Dehydrated and sad. That's an ADHD woman for you. Haha. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm going to post as well at the bottom the phone number. I'm not going to say it on here because maybe I'll change it every once in a while, and I'll change it on the description. So whatever the phone number is on the description is the updated one. And yeah, if you want to like call and tell a massage therapy story, something funny, something sad, something weird, you can call and leave a message and I'll play it on the podcast. Bye guys.